Okay, so we're planning to visit Parham House tomorrow, which will be the 3rd of April 2024. And I thought I'd make a few notes, just say a little bit about it before we get there. I hope I'm going to be able to video when we get there. Anyway, it seems that after the dissolution of the monasteries in 1540, that Henry VIII granted the land to Robert Palmer. 300 acres of it, they call it, the Deer Park. Not bad, is it? Anyway, the first foundation stone for the house was laid in 1577 during the reign of Elizabeth I to Sir Thomas Bishop, the first baronet. And that stayed in their family for 300 years, or over 300 years to be honest. And it was eventually sold in 1922 to the Honourable Clive Pearson, which was the youngest son of Viscount Cowdery. It opened to visitors in 1948 after World War II, and during World War II it had been used for to house Canadian soldiers and also evacuees, children evacuated from Peckham area of London. The grounds, as I said, it's an ancient deer park, and it's also a site of special scientific interest. During the Civil War, Parham was under Francis Willoughby, and he was an early supporter of the parliamentarians, but he fell out with them and later became a royalist. Probably the wrong time to change sides, that. There's smuggling links to it with the Hawkhurst gang and the raid on the Customs House in Poole in 1747. This led to the body of one of the smugglers being found in the pond at Parham, having been beaten to death by his accomplices, apparently. The film The Haunted, extensively filmed at Parham, and the house has many portraits, including one that some historians think may be Elizabeth I. There's no actual proof that she stayed there, but they think she probably did, or some historians think she did. Lots of furniture, books, tapestries, textiles, clocks, etc. to look at, apparently. And I'll say I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a bit of video, give you a flavour of what it's like there. Incidentally, we've done this through Historic Houses, and which gives you admission to places like many places like Parham. You can go, but you can't go there on event days. So it might be worth joining. But anyway, there's a little bit of a flavour, and we'll just have to hope that we can get there tomorrow. It's not pouring with rain, and that they'll let me do a bit of videoing. Right, here we are in the grounds of Parham. It's 3rd of April 2024, just come down that driveway. Parking is over there, and it's a grey old day, as you can see. A church over there, obviously the family church, I suppose. And right.
Might have opened the house up.
Yeah, they told us 12 yesterday, but of course it says 2 o'clock on that sign. Yeah, here we are in the courtyard. There is a little cafeteria, there is a shop, there are toilets, walled garden, lake, and as I said, it's about 300 acres, so there should be plenty here to see on a nice day. Right. Down through there, I believe. And obviously, that's the private bit. Ladies' toilets. So this would have originally been the back entrance to the house. And this part you said was added a couple of hundred years afterwards, so it'd been the 18th century, the 1700s. Thank you. The great hall, great parlour and saloon. The ceiling.
That leg looks a bit wrong. It's
Eh?
underneath the horse, look. That leg's wrong.
No. Fair old pair of boots, aren't they? It's obviously meant to be Queen Elizabeth the First. So, Diane's been causing controversy with this picture. She says that the human leg here was probably painted in afterwards, because if you look closely and you look at the top of the left human leg, it appears to be on the outside of the horse's leg, but if you look at the foot, it's on the inside of the horse's leg. I think she's right. Oh well, press on.
Oh, well, maybe. She's the one that we know is one of two people. How on earth did she move? She looks like she'll be on wheels or something. Yeah, she's. But I just. I think we many years ago, my mum and I watched a very old film. Oh, right, yeah. And she went along 6 meals all the time. And we one years ago.
Lovely, thank you. Oh, the way find out what's happening. This is always, yeah, exactly. The Thames going west. That's the Thames. That's the Thames. So you've got Westminster Abbey. Of course it is. There's a shard. No, we don't.
Please mind the step.
That's what I'm minded.
It's only basic stuff, really, isn't it?
It is basic
You
stuff.
would have thought that people could have managed. This is a good guy. Too late.
There's all the others at the same thing.
Charles II.
Let's go everywhere we go. But yes, you're looking at a collection, not what was here hundreds of years. But what they've done is collecting, especially downstairs, it's arranged on the Speed and Stuart, all since you've gone round. They've collected things that at some stage were the right era for this house. And this house was built in 1577, so you've got quite a few years to but that's what they due to political things.
That's lovely.
Do ask if you've got any questions at all, or there's
So according to chap I've just been speaking to, Elizabeth I had visited this place for lunch. But even though that painting that I saw that looks like Elizabeth I, and I think you can see Elizabeth on the brass, they're still not certain.
it is. It's called a waywise. It's a surveyor's wheel, and on there you've got different measures. So you can all old measures like rods, poles, perches, yards, chains. So that was also a way you could measure if you were, say, delivering post.
Oh, makes your eyes go funny, don't it, after a little while?
But make your eyes go funny,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Doesn't take much to make your eyes go
If you
funny.
stare at it long enough, oh my, it goes up and down, doesn't it? Yes. A lot of alterations.
The green room.
There are a lot of alterations in Victorian period.
Apparently it has always been painted green, I've been reliably informed.
Big panes of glass, so they took out a lot of the Elizabethan windows and made a lot of alterations to the house. And
I've just been discussing with this lady this guy's name, Major Norton Knatchbull, 1711 to 1782. And painted by Gainsborough.
painted by Gainsborough, no less.
Yeah. I just suddenly thought, hello, you've jumped the chain. Right, up the stairs, eh? To the long gallery.
Well, no more steps there.
Sorry,
Look at this, that's good, Cliff.
hang on.
It's all carved.
That's nice, isn't it?
There we go.
I like a nice bit of woodwork. Oh yeah, Henry.
Come in, turn round.
Oh wow. This is the long gallery. I would say it's probably worth visiting this place, even if you just came up here. Well, rather than walk down there and back, I'll walk in here first. Mexican shawl of Rebozo, 1750. And this looks as if it's as far as we go, is it? Yes, it is. What a fabulous gallery. That's the family tree of James I of England, James VI of Scotland. An explanation of the family tree. Starting. Sorry? Yeah. Elizabeth of York, she was the daughter of Edward IV. Married Henry VII to try and unite the York and Lancastrians. Wooden model of Parham House and laundry wing before the Honourable Clive Pearson removed the top floor of the square tower. Well, I've got to say, I think Parham House is definitely worth visiting, and this just for this long gallery, it's worth visiting. I mean, I have to keep obviously stopping doing my little bits of video to read and look at things, but it's very interesting. The gardens are nice, extensive grounds, definitely worth a visit. And there is a cafeteria, so you can get some food, you can get some drink, plenty of toilets, parking, worth a visit. This actually explains about this Henry Frederick, I think his name was, the Prince of Wales at the time, on the horse. This is the painting upstairs that Diane had looked at and thought the horses and the humans Father Time behind the horse. The leg was in the wrong place. Well, apparently it had been painted over, and they did extensive work and found all this out and tried to restore the painting to its former glory, as it were. But it definitely looks, when you look at it upstairs, like the Father Time's leg. The top of it is on the outside of the horse's leg, and his foot is on the inside. Take a good look. And of course, like everywhere, there is a gift shop. Well, you can spend a fair bit of time in that house. We're local, so we will come back. And Diane's tired out now because we've done a fair bit of walking today. Otherwise, I would have done the church as well, but I'll do the church on the next visit. But you know, spend a couple of hours in the house easy, and longer if you're going to read. If you're going to read everything, you'll spend a long time in there. But it's definitely worth a visit here at Parham. I'll give it yeah. How many marks out of 10, Diane? 10. Oh, you give it a 10 out of 10, yeah. So it's definitely worth a visit.